Today we will learn division of integers. A farmer named Rajesh took a loan of rupees 50,000 from his 5 friends for his daughter's wedding. If he has borrowed the same amount from each of his friends, then the loan taken from each friend can be found by dividing 50,000 rupees by 5. On solving this, we get to know that the loan taken from each friend is 10,000 rupees, which we represent as minus 10,000. In today's video, let us learn the division of integers in a fun way. There are two types of buttons here, one red and one blue. Suppose the value of red button is +1 and the value of the blue button is -1. Using these, let us understand the division of two positive integers. Suppose we want to find out what will be the quotient of +6 divided by +2. We have to find how many groups of +2 will be there in +6. So let's find the quotient. If we keep 6 red buttons, their total value will be +6. If we make groups of 2 red buttons, we will get 3 such groups. Here the value of each group will be +2. We can say that there will be 3 groups of +2 in +6. That is, +6 divided by +2 is equal to +3. In broad terms, we can say that the quotient obtained by dividing any two positive integers is positive. Divisor cannot be 0 here. Will the quotient obtained from the division of two negative integers also be positive? Think. Let us know this by obtaining the quotient of -6 divided by -2. Here we have to see how many groups of -2 will be there in -6. If we keep 6 blue buttons, then their total value will be -6. Out of this, if we make groups of 2 blue buttons each, we will get a total of 3 groups. Here the value of each group will be -2. We can say that -6 will have 3 groups of -2, so -6 divided by -2 is equal to +3. In broad terms, we can say that the quotient obtained by dividing any two negative integers is positive. Your divisor cannot be 0. Now let us understand the division of a negative integer by a positive integer. Suppose we have to find the quotient of -6 divided by +2. This is an interesting situation. Here we have to find how many groups of +2 will be there in -6. Or, if there is a group of +2, then how many such groups will have a value of -6? If we take 2 red buttons, their value will be +2. If we add any number of groups with +2 value, then we will never get the value of -6 because adding positive integer to positive integer always gives a positive integer. So what shall we do now? Think well. Let me tell you. If we take a red button and a blue button, then the total value will be +1 plus -1 is equal to 0. Since the value of a pair of a red button and a blue button is 0, we call it a zero pair. To get the value of -6, we will first take 2 zero pairs. If we remove 2 red buttons from these 2 zero pairs, we get 2 blue buttons. In this way, we get a total value of -2 by subtracting the value of +2 from the zero pair. Similarly, if we take 2 more zero pairs and subtract the value of 2 red buttons, that is +2, then we get 2 more blue buttons whose value is -2. Now there are a total of 4 blue buttons whose total value is -4. Similarly, now for the third time, we will take the 2 zero pairs and subtract 2 red buttons, that is +2. This again gives us 2 blue buttons whose value is -2. We now have a total of 6 blue buttons with a total value of -6. We have formed a group of 2 red buttons that is +2 3 times and obtained -6. Therefore, -6 divided by +2 is equal to -3. Here the 3 shows 3 groups and minus sign shows the action of subtraction. In broad terms, we can say that the quotient obtained by dividing a negative integer by a positive integer is negative. Your divisor cannot be 0. Now let's find out when a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, the quotient is positive or negative. Suppose we have to find the quotient of plus 6 divided by minus 2. Here we have to find out how many groups of minus 2 will be there in plus 6. Or, if there is a group of minus 2, then how many such groups will have a value of plus 6? To get the value of plus 6, we first take two zero pairs. If we remove two blue buttons from these two zero pairs, we get two red buttons. In this way, we get the total value plus 2 by subtracting the value of minus 2 from the zero pair. Similarly, if we take two more zero pairs and subtract the value of two blue buttons, that is minus 2, then we get two more red buttons, which is plus 2. There are a total of 4 red buttons whose total value is plus 4. Similarly, now for the third time we will take two zero pairs and subtract the value of two blue buttons, that is minus 2. This will again give us two red buttons whose value is plus 2. Now we have a total of 6 red buttons whose value is plus 6. Since we have formed a group of two blue buttons 3 times, that is minus 2, to get plus 6 divided by minus 2 is equal to minus 3. Here, the 3 shows 3 groups and minus sign shows the action of subtraction. In broad terms, we can say that the quotient obtained by dividing a positive integer by a negative integer is negative. Your divisor cannot be 0. In this way, you must have understood by now that the quotient obtained by dividing two integers with the same signs is positive, and the quotient obtained by dividing integers with different signs is negative. Note that in any case, the divisor cannot be 0. So today, we learned division of integers. Examples related to these will be seen in the next video. Today we will see examples related to the division of integers. Payal, Hina and Ankit all have a card. Each of these cards has a statement of division written on it. Looking at these statements, Payal thinks that the quotient of all divisions will be different. Hina thinks that the quotient of all divisions will be same. And according to Ankit, the quotient of only minus 120 divided by 12 and 120 divided by minus 12 will be equal. Who do you think is right? Let's solve the first statement. Minus 120 divided by 12. Here, the negative integer is being divided by the positive integer. To solve this, first we will divide the numerical value of minus 120, that is, 120 by the numerical value of plus 12, that is 12. Its quotient will be 10. When a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, the quotient is negative. Therefore, the quotient of minus 120 divided by 12 will be minus 10. In the second statement, a positive integer plus 120 is being divided by a negative integer minus 12. Here too, first we will divide the numerical value of plus 120, that is, 120 by the numerical value of minus 12, that is 12. Its quotient will be 10. When a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, the quotient is negative. As a result, the quotient of 120 divided by minus 12 is minus 10. In the third statement, we have to divide minus 120 by minus 12. To solve this, first we will divide the numerical value of minus 120, that is, 120 by the numerical value of minus 12, that is 12. Its quotient will be 10. Can you tell me what will be the sign of 10? Think. Let me tell you. In the previous video, you must have seen that when two negative integers are divided, the quotient obtained is marked with the plus sign. Minus 120 divided by minus 12, the quotient will be plus 10. If we compare the quotient of all three situations, it is found that the quotient of the first and second will be equal, but not the third one. Therefore, Ankit's answer is correct. Next example. Suppose a shopkeeper represents a loss in his ledger account with a minus sign and a profit with a plus sign. He makes a loss of 2,430 by selling 3 televisions a day. If he has to make a note of how much loss has been made on each television in his books of accounts, how will he do it? The shopkeeper represents the loss in his book of account with a minus sign and the profit with a plus sign. This example shows that the shopkeeper has a loss of Rs 2,430, which can be represented by minus Rs 2,430. We have to find out how much loss the shopkeeper has incurred on each television. For that, we will divide minus 2,430 by 3. To obtain the quotient, first we divide the numerical value of the integers, that is the value without the sign. Doing so, we get the numerical value of the quotient as 810. As you may know that the quotient obtained by dividing a negative integer by a positive integer is negative. Therefore, when minus 2,430 is divided by 3, the quotient will be minus 810. Here, the minus sign shows that the shopkeeper has incurred a loss of 810 rupees on each television. Hence, he will mention minus 810 in his ledger. Today we have seen examples related to division of integers. In the next video, we will clear up certain misconceptions related to them. Today we will see certain misconceptions related to division of integers. Misconception 1. The teacher asked the children to find the quotient of 1800 divided by minus 60. Rakesh solved it first. His answer was 30. After some time, Amar replied minus 30. Can you tell me who is right? The quotient of integers with two different signs is negative. Therefore, the quotient of 1800 divided by minus 60 is minus 30. That is, Amar has given the right answer. Some children understand that in division of integers with two different signs, quotient is given the sign of the larger number. Therefore, they believe the quotient of 1800 divided by minus 60 to be positive integer 30. This is a misconception. That is, Rakesh has given the wrong answer. Some children ignore the minus sign of the denominator while dividing and believe the result to be positive. Due to these misconceptions, the answer of 1800 divided by minus 60 is given as positive integer 30, which is a wrong answer. Misconception 2. Suppose we represent profit as positive integer and loss as negative integer. Based on this, find out the answer to the following. Rajesh has 60 dozen bananas. By selling 40 dozen bananas, he makes a profit of Rs 240. And by selling the remaining 20 dozen bananas, causes him a loss of Rs 300. What will be his earnings per dozen? Rajesh makes a profit of Rs 240 by selling 40 dozen bananas, which we represent by plus Rs 240. Similarly, on selling 20 dozen bananas, he suffers a loss of 300 rupees, which we will represent as minus Rs 300. In this way, the total earning of selling 60 dozen bananas will be is equal to Rs plus 240 plus minus 300, that is minus 60. Here the minus sign shows that Rajesh has incurred a loss of 60 rupees. Hence, his earnings per dozen will be is equal to total earnings divided by dozens of bananas sold is equal to Rs minus 60 divided by 60 is equal to Rs minus 1, which represents a loss of Rs 1 per dozen. In this way, Rajesh has incurred a loss of Rs 1 per dozen. Hence, the correct answer is option 1. Some children ignore the minus sign while dividing. This gives them the wrong answer, 1. Similarly, some children ignore what is being asked in the question. Here the question is, how much Rajesh earns per dozen? But while solving the question, children only calculate the total earnings, that is, Rs plus 240 plus minus 300 is equal to minus 60. To find out the earnings per dozen, they forget to divide the total earnings by the number of dozens of bananas and answer minus 60. This is also the wrong answer. To find out the correct answer, it is necessary to divide the total earnings by the number of dozens of bananas. This gives the correct answer minus 1. Now let's look at these rules. The rules for the division of integers are mentioned in a comprehensive way here. You can understand and study them by pausing the video. For all equations given here, we say b is not equal to 0. Can you tell me why? Think well. Let me explain. This is because the result of division cannot be obtained when b is equal to 0. Because division of any number by 0 is not defined, like plus 4 divided by 0 is equal to, we do not know. It cannot be explained what will happen. Thus, we cannot say for sure which sign will be used in the result. Similarly, if we have to find the result of minus 4 divided by 0, it cannot be achieved. Therefore, b is not equal to 0 is a condition in the given rules. Whenever we mention a rule, we have to mention all the restrictions imposed on it. Today, in this video, we have seen certain misconceptions related to the division of integers.